Happy Thursday, Striver, and Happy New Year. If you missed my New Year's live broadcast yesterday, you'll enjoy this Daily Fire. I'm going to punch in an audio from just a little section on the 5S's on how to set better goals and increase the likelihood that you'll achieve your 2025 goals. This is from the replay of yesterday's New Year's live broadcast, which you can now watch here in Growth Day. I'll link to it here on the Daily Fire so you can watch the full 2-hour deep dive training. If you've ever wanted to adjust your mindset and really understand what it takes to break through and overcome your blocks, make sure you listen to that full replay. It's free for everybody here in Growth Day. You can click that full 2-hour training link right here on the Daily Fire. With no further ado, though, enjoy the latter part of that training when I talked about the 5S's.
With that said, let me come into your 5S's. Okay, how do you set great goals, high performance goals, audacious goals, goals that you'll actually do? The 5S's. Number 1S. The first thing is seen. SCENE. Never have a goal or an idea or a dream without a visual scene of victory. A scene of victory. I want you to have a compelling movie, a vision, a scene that you see like a movie of victory of that goal. Okay, Brendan, I want a dream house. Okay, what does close your eyes. What does the house look like? And show me the scene of you showing up to the house with your family, with your spouse, or with your loved one. And you're showing up there, and the realtor's there, and they hand you the keys, and you walk through the door. Describe what you're feeling, describe what everyone else is feeling, describe why that's a new day, describe how you want to make that home, describe that next stage of your life. See it. It's a movie, it's a vision, it's a scene. Most people never achieve a goal because they've never seen the goal. Once you see it, your body and your brain imagine it, and as a director puts you in the movie. You need to be back in the movie again. You're so far detached. You're intellectual. I need a scene. I need the movie. I need the vision. And some people go, Brenda, I just don't visualize like that. I'm like, no. You haven't taught yourself to visualize like that. Don't ever tell me I'm not like that. Well, Brenda, I'm not confident. No, you haven't taught yourself to be confident. Well, Brenda, I'm not a speaker. No, you haven't taught yourself to be a speaker. These are skills. Visualization is a skill. You need to teach yourself that. I didn't learn French. I taught myself French. These are things you teach yourself. Don't say I don't have it. You didn't teach yourself it. Be responsible. So many people, I just don't visualize. I'm like, no, you haven't taught yourself to visualize. Just, I don't meditate. You haven't taught yourself to meditate. This is the year you teach yourself to do the things that will improve your life. And the first and foremost is, if you're going to have a goal, I need you to have seen. I need you to spend time. I need you to lay awake in bed and see the thing. I work with athletes all the time, seeing crossing the finish line, seeing dealing with the struggle on the way to the finish line, seeing what they say and do in those difficult situations, visualizing and seeing it over and over and over again. Whatever the accomplishment, whatever the achievement, whatever the dream, I need you to see it and sense it and watch that movie over and over and over again. When I decided I want to become a public speaker, I started instantly visualizing myself standing on stages in front of tens of thousands of people. Now, I had never even spoken in front of 10, but I'd see myself doing it, and it would make me sweat. I'd lay in bed visualizing it, and myself moving across the stage, and I would literally just sweat with nervousness. It would cause me anxiety. Thank God. Thank God I caused myself a little discomfort. Thank God I visualized myself beyond what I was capable of. Thank God I tapped into a higher vision that he already saw and called me to. Thank God I approached that scariness and that shock as a willingness to learn. You got to have willingness to grow into your scene. It's okay that it makes you uncomfortable to see it. It's okay you can't see the perfect vision and it's total complete. I just need you to do the practice of that visualizing of the scene. Don't set the goal, see the scene. We'll talk about goals next. See the scene, see the scene. A scene of victory, a scene of victory, a scene of victory. Second of these 5S's. Now we need strategy. Strategy. Okay, what are you going to do to manifest that victorious scene? What's the strategy? What do you need to do? And if you're like, I don't know what to do. Okay, your job is to get the strategy. You've got to learn from somebody the how to get there. Take the course, learn from the mentor, watch the YouTube, listen to the podcast, read the book, whatever it is, you need to get the strategy. Like, how did they do it? You know, when I started coming in the industry and my book started hitting #1 across all the charts, everyone's like, how did you do it? And I taught them my strategy. Well, my strategy was online marketing. And once they learned, oh, online, you can sell books like that volume, it changed the entire industry, because back then everyone was going on book tours. And I was like, stop going on book tours. It's totally not worth it. Instead, sell like crazy online. Here's how. A whole new strategy. See, when you come in with a new strategy, you get better results. See, I was that kid. I went on a book tour and I'd show up in this town and there'd be 5 people, or I'd show up in this town, there'd be 50 people, or I'd show up and there'd be 10 people. But it took so much time and energy, I'd be wiped out, and I only sold a couple thousand books. Versus in one weekend, I could sell 10,000 books using online marketing strategies. Got it? See, most people, the reason they're not achieving more is they've got the wrong strategy. And so when you get the better strategy, now you're going to manifest the higher performance results. It goes from a resolution to real results when you have the right strategy. Your job is to get the strategies of life that will help you succeed. Again, I'll be giving those for those of you who are interested, especially in leadership or business, in our 2025 Accelerator. Go to growthday.com/2025. Get yourself signed up within the next 24 hours to join me on Monday as we kick off every Monday of this January. Get your first 4 Mondays. Get yourself on the right track mentally, but also with your plan. I'll reveal all the strategies that I'm following in terms of leadership and business, but also planning for the future this year. Okay, third S is now you just need the tactical steps. What are the tactical steps and milestones that will get you to the scene? So you've got the approach, that's your strategy. Okay, great. I've got the general, okay, I got online marketing, great. What are the steps? Okay, now it's from just do online marketing as a strategy. Now the steps: build web page, collect emails, send newsletter, send value videos, send sales video, send deadline. Those are the steps to accomplish a thing. Just like if you want to get healthy this year, you can say, oh, the strategy, eat better, work out more, and get my mind right. Great, those are strategies. Now the steps: eat this on this schedule, do these types of workouts on this type of schedule. Does this make sense? So now the steps is like, I need to know what to do. Like, show me step by step by step. And you got to just find that. There is nothing you want to do that you can't find the strategies and steps anymore. Most of it, you can just go, type into some AI somewhere and it will give you those lessons, or watch a video, or better yet, read a book. Okay. The next S of the 5 S's is schedule. You got to give yourself hard deadlines. Could you put it in the chat? Hard deadlines. More important than anything else is a deadline. All of your goals are only wishes without a deadline. That's it. The most important thing you can give yourself regarding your goals in your life is urgency. And there is no such thing as urgency without a deadline. You've got to up the pressure on yourself with deadlines for your goals. Otherwise, they're ideas. There's nothing that has a more hard edge than a deadline. And for many of you, you've had dreams forever with no deadlines. You've had, I'm going to write this book, I'm going to build this company, I'm going to do this tour, I'm going to write this song, I'm going to complete this thing. And it's an idea in your mind, in your body, in your spirit. But unless it lands on your calendar as a series of deadlines, forever, you'll be inefficient. And you want to know when you get really motivated? When you get efficient, when you get momentum, when you get effectiveness. A lot of people are so discouraged because they've never had a deadline, or they missed the deadline and they failed to set another one. I missed the deadline. I'm discouraged. I guess I'll sit around and wait. We need you to have those deadlines. I believe in you. Set those deadlines and make them hard. Make them hard. It's okay. Like if you put that deadline out too far, you will always fill the time with distraction. I'd rather you feel pressure to get it done than distraction to wait someday. You can handle the pressure. I'm here to tell you you have greater potential in you. You can handle more pressure. You might not like it at first, but as you get more and more pressure in your life, guess what? It actually becomes easier. I'm used to an extreme high level of pressure in my life. Other people, it would break them, just like it broke me at the beginning. I was like, I can't handle this. But guess what? You learn to, and you get better. You learn to find your peace. You learn to find your faith. You learn to find your love. You learn to find your character as life gets harder. And then as it gets harder, you realize you just got better. So deadline, schedule. I need to open up your calendar and I need to see what these goals are for you this year. And each of those goals, each of those milestones has to have a scene, a vision. Each and every one of them, you got to know the strategy you're deploying. Each and every one of them, you got to know what steps you're going to do to get there. Each and every one of them, there's a deadline, there's a schedule. For many people also, let me just share this. The big breakthrough becomes when their schedule actually develops into a rhythm or a routine. This is what I do on Monday. This is what I do on Wednesday. This is what I do on Friday. This is what I do this month. This is what I do this quarter. This is what I do a year. As you develop a rhythm, when your schedule is more clear and you're meeting those deadlines and there's a rhythm to it, you feel progress again, babe. Isn't that what you've wanted? Progress. Well, you're not going to have a progress without a schedule. It's so important to have that schedule. The last S here today is social support. You got to construct that community, like we talked about earlier, to have social support. But listen, you need social support for the very specific scene, strategy. We've got to have support for the scene and strategy. Who will believe in this vision with me? Who will strive with me? Who will educate me? Who will keep me accountable for this? Whether that's your coach, whether that is a family member or mentor, whether it's that weapon I asked you to get, somebody surrounding you. But listen, if you can socialize your learning and your striving, you grow more. And we've learned that in Growth Day. When you're at a live event or you're at our live broadcast, you just do more. Your scores improve in areas of your life. It's just measurable and it's super obvious that the people who have some angels at their back, who have some people supporting them, who have friends or mentors or team, they go further. This is the year you architect the people around you so tightly. I want the 10 people around you in terms of your goals or your dreams to be so dialed in, so clear with you, so participative. And I know many of you are like, 10? Brandon, I don't have one. I'm like, good, go get one, then get two, then get three, then get four, then get five. I said it earlier. I actually want you to increase the volume of weapons around you this year. I want you to increase the volume of weapons. I'm not saying you need to get rid of all the, C players. I'm not saying you need to get rid of people in your life. I just need you to increase the volume of weapons. I don't care if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd love for you to end up with 10 in your life. I got about 50 weapons around me, and literally like 50 outstanding people who ask me every week, how am I doing? Who check in on me? Who bully me? Who like they're like cajoling me and coaching me. They're like, I saw this. I like that. I didn't like this. Hey, I need some content from you. I want this. Like, oh yeah. Why do I perform? Because I understand the power of community. And striving alone never feels good. One of my mentors, Brian Tracy, he said this very simple line, I'll never forget it. He goes, hey, if you get to the top and you feel alone, you just did it wrong. You could have got to the top and there could have been 10 people celebrating with you. But you held off your affection. You pulled yourself out of the game because you thought you were so special or superior or more highly skilled, and you didn't develop that specialness and those skills with other people. And so now it's always on your shoulders. And now you're hoping to make more impact. And now you're wondering why there's no one who understands you. And it doesn't mean anything is wrong or it can't be changed. It just means that for this next stage, everyone type it in the chat. This next stage, you're going to make some bold moves to get the right people around you, to join the right groups, to develop some weapons, to help other people develop skills so they can support you. And you have camaraderie on the march, camaraderie on the journey, on the tour, on the path, on the purpose. When you have camaraderie with people, the conviction comes back because there is conviction with the right community.
All right, Striver, I hope you enjoyed this little segment from my New Year's Live broadcast. I want to thank you for being part of this community, a community of conviction that truly wants to grow in 2025, who truly wants to lead and serve and do something good with our lives. I thank you for your energy. I thank you for visiting us here every single day in Growth Day. This Daily Fire is here for you to condition and to set a mindset for real positivity and progress this year. So please make sure to come every single day of Growth Day. And if you haven't started yet, as a new tradition, make sure you're punching the life score section here so that you can continually score yourself on the high performance habits that will help you achieve even more of your goals and your dreams this year. You can score yourself daily, weekly, and monthly here in Growth Day under the life score section, and it will deliver you targeted training to become your best. Thanks again for making Growth Day a part of your life. Every day is a great day to grow. And I love that we did it together on New Year's Day, January 1st, 2025. Thanks for all who attended live and those who are listening today in the replay. I appreciate you. I'm cheering you on. Arise, champion. The world is demanding much from you this year. You must grow. You must serve. You must lead. It's your time.